You are looking at Verizon's chart after an awesome earnings report. The company brought in a whopping $36.4 billion when it was only expected to bring in $36.09 billion. So it's been a while since I've looked at this. I'm going to give you price targets on the 5-minute time frame, and then I'll flip it over to the daily. We ended the week at $44.52, up 11.83%. Now, to the north side of where we are takes us to roughly 45.35. That is one level of resistance and another potential take profit area. Above that, 46.38, and should we be so lucky to get to this level on Monday, that would be $47.40. I don't think so after this massive run up. I do anticipate a pullback as people take their profits and they run. Now, to the south side, that is roughly $43.33. That is one level of support and a potential buy-in area, or we could potentially go sideways for consolidation. Now, below that, this gap forms at roughly 41.39. Negative 3 SD is 40.23. The gap closes to the downside at 39.95. That's the pullback area. And then at negative 4 SD, $39.23. This is also a potential stop loss area. Looking left, you can see we were just basing, grinding sideways, and there was a gap. We went down a leg, and then it filled to the upside, and that took us to roughly 40.38. Now let's flip this over. Oh, before I do, let me just see what the price target is now. $47.40, which represents 6.48%. And after that, we're looking at a price target of $70. But of course, it's going to take a while. That's the long game. And you typically make more money in the long game, holding, buying low, selling high, just like in real estate, and doing better that way. And I'll show you, I have traded this in the past for my mom. I'm out of it, but I'll recap what happened. So this is where we are. We're very close to resistance. And look at this, expect a rollover and price to go down with it. But if we eke out some more, right there, 44.98, and then 46.73. Remember, 47.40 is the price target. So that will take us out to basically 4 standard deviations on the daily, which is going to give you a different buy and sell signal than if you're looking on the 5, the weekly, or the monthly, or any other time frame. Okay, and to the south side, that takes us to 41.33. And then the bottom range would be 37.79. What else is happening here? Oh, clear resistance, and then the RSI also told you that. Oh, what's happening here? So we've got something to the downside. What is that? $33. Ooh, that's nasty. 31 actually, roughly, okay? Okay. Let's change this to red. So this gap closed. It's been a long time since I looked at this. Delete. Oops. So I bought in at 37.15 back on November 20th of 2023. And then where did I sell? Oh, maybe I didn't. I've been tracking and basically charting everything differently than when I was doing this a little while ago, because now I have a consistent process and I put down where I sold. And here, apparently I didn't, but I know that I made money for my mom. And what else is happening here? See this? Now my gaps are in red. So let's just change it while I'm here. Oh no, we went down, so it's going to be up. Oh, sorry, that is the wrong color. See what happens when you color code the same, everything the same, you know something's off. So we could look forward to these retracements down the road. That is a long, oh, this one's closed. Oh, done. That took us to 46.64, and then we cracked. So this one will take us to roughly 49.08. All right, now let's go to another ticker. Let's go on the 5-0. So watch out on the daily. The RSI is frothy. Now let's go to the 5 and look at, oh, that's KLAC. I don't know. It's too expensive. Most people aren't going to buy this, although they'll trade options. But still, just know that, come on, whenever we reverse, it will take us to $1,687. Here, I'll just mark it. So then you can come back in a year or however long it takes to get that closed. And then we had this one closed to the downside. So that was an expected move for a short at $1,434. Okay, Newmont, that was at the top of the leaderboard. Now it's at the bottom. Makes sense. What goes up must come down, if for at least a consolidation. 112.33. Oh, that is the wrong shade. Okay, your targets. 117.13, and then after that, where this gap closes, 126.93 roughly, and then down the road, 130.66, 135.12. Oh, I forgot. Let's just mark this middle of the trend out. And to the south side, 108.38, 103.87, and 99.50. Oh, and we have a potential filler here, which is nice, to the upside for the long game, but it might take a while. Okay, and let's change that to green. All right, that does it for me. That is a look at Verizon. Congrats if you made some money off that ticker, and Newmont Corporation.